I just got home from the gym, hit a leg day as you saw, and today was a volume day. Everything I did was reps of 15, and I about died. It was crazy, but feels good. I got to get these chicken legs to grow. Some of you guys have even called me out on my skinny legs, so it is what it is. You know, I don't take offense to it. Just use it as motivation. Today I got a busy day. Got a lot of people that I'm training today. And just because I've been really locking in with Aaron and his producers and working on his project on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, most of my personal training clients I've moved to Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I've got a long day at the gym, and then I've also got a couple revisions that I need to knock out. But yeah, everything is going good. I feel like I haven't had like a business talk or like update discussion with you guys in a minute, but everything has been going cool for the most part. I mean, financially, I'm nowhere near where I was a year ago whenever I was still at my 9-to-5. You know, this year I made about half of what I made whenever I had my 9-to-5, but I still have all of my same bills that I had at that time. So financially, things have been kind of a struggle, which is to be expected whenever you quit your job. You know, it's a huge reason why I made that decision before like Sierra and I had kids or anything like that. But it's been kind of rough. You know, things pop up. Even like last week, I had to buy new tires for Camille, and yeah, so that was expensive and unexpected. So yeah, things are just tight, and I'm not used to that. It's been years since I had to like struggle financially. But at the end of the day, you know, this is the path I chose, and it just makes me work that much harder to become successful in my career. And yeah, so for the most part, everything's been positive. It's cool, you know, waking up every single day doing what you love, obviously, but that's not to say that it's easy. But other than financially, as far as like my brand, it's been growing like crazy. Online mixes have been coming in more steadily. You know, you guys have been supporting all of the tutorial bundles that I've been putting out, the one-on-one coaching opportunities. So all of that's been really, really helpful. And it's cool because, you know, I've said this plenty of times, but like the whole online portion of everything, I wasn't really banking on that. I hadn't even thought of doing any of that at this point last year. So it's cool to see, you know, how the business is evolving over, you know, a 12-month period. And now, you know, working with some artists that I feel like are right on the edge, right on the verge of like breaking, you know, it's really dope and exciting to be a part of that because obviously, you know, with the loyalty and with the commitment that I show to my artists and the dedication that I show to working on their projects and putting my all into it, that's gonna do nothing but help me in the future, because now it's to the point where artists are really comfortable working with me, and if they do well and succeed, you know, I'm gonna be right there with them, you know, really building a team. And so yeah, it's really, really dope and exciting to see artists like Aaron grow to the point where he has. Also, if you guys, I'm gonna make sure to put the link to Storm, Aaron's single. I'm gonna make sure to put the link to that in the description below. Definitely check it out if you haven't, because one, it's a dope record, but two, I'm excited to hear what you guys think about that mix. If you haven't given me your feedback on the mix yet, leave a comment below and let me know what you think. But yeah, that song it's been crazy because that song has gotten a lot of recognition on some pretty big blogs, and Aaron doesn't have a huge following on social media, so it's really dope to see them cover that song. You know, on one blog, I can't remember which one, but they named him as one of the top 4 artists with under 1,000 followers on his social media platforms. So it was pretty dope to see. But yeah, all in all, everything is going pretty good. I'm blessed to, you know, still have everything that I have. Business is growing. Have a beautiful wife, my son Barkley, and yeah, everything is going good.
What's up, baby? What's up, Barkley? Oh, you can't say hi to me? Barkley, you don't want to say hi to me? Molly, we fucked up in the Molly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so Mama wanted me to stop, told her one day I will. I'm just trying to ride hard, both hands on the wheel.
Drinking and drive, smoking and ride, texting and drive, drinking and drive, smoking and ride, texting and drive.
So the other day I was looking back at some of the old vlogs and I was reading some of the comments, and you guys used to ask a lot of questions about my mixes and do I ever mix like full mixes, like are any of my artists bringing in tracked out stems to the beats and things like that, because at the time most of the artists that I was working with were, you know, bringing in MP3s, or sometimes if I was lucky a WAV file, and I was just mixing their vocals. Now I've been able to get to the point where majority of the artists that I'm working with are a little bit more serious, and they're actually bringing in tracked out files, so I'm doing a lot more full mixes than I was last year. So because of that, I get a lot of emails and a lot of questions and comments or whatever about my workflow, or I've had guys tell me that, you know, when they get tracked out mixes, they don't know where to start, and I'll look at the sessions and it's just basically because they're a little bit unorganized the way they set up their session. So I figured I'd take you guys inside of Pro Tools and show you how I lay everything out, how I route everything, and where I like to start. All right, so whenever I'm getting ready to start working on a mix, the thing that's important to me right from the bat is organization and just the overall layout of the session. I lay out my session the same way every single time, so that way whenever I'm mixing, I'm never searching for tracks, I'm never wondering, you know, where certain things are. I know exactly what color it is, first of all. Second of all, everything is always laid out the same way. So for me, the first track that you see is empty right now, and it's titled Ref. This is typically where I'll put a reference track. So whether the artist gave me a particular reference track, or if I'm just going off the vibe of the song and I personally pick a reference track, I'll typically put it there just because I don't like bouncing back and forth to iTunes. Then I always start with my low end elements. So you can see the 808, and this is like a retro bass. Those are at the top, then followed by my drums. So I'll start with my kicks. Then I'll go snare, clap if I have it, snaps, whatever. And then I'll go to the brighter elements of the kit. So like cymbals, hats, things like that. If I have any sort of percussion elements, they'll go right before the brighter sounds as well. But in this case, I've got the kicks, the snare, and the open hat. Then I'll start going into my more melodic elements. So like here I have 3 different sample tracks, and then I'll go piano, strings, and this transition sound. After all of the music, then I will have the vocals. So in this case, I only have 1 vocal, then followed by any effects that I'm using. So these are my kind of standard effects that I always have loaded up. Any other effects that I may create while mixing, I'll put them in this section. After the effects is all of the aux tracks where everything is routed. So you can see I have a low end aux. It's where the bass sounds are going. Drums, where all of the drums are going. All of the melodic elements are going to the music. Vocals are going to the vox. And then all of my effects are going to this effects aux. All of these are being routed to the submix track. And that is how I have everything routed and my particular workflow. So when mixing a song, especially if it's hip hop or some sort of pop style music, I'm going to typically get started with the vocal. And then after that, I'm going to work on the relationship between the kick and the 808 or bass, whatever low end element that we have. I'm going to make sure that those are meshing well and sitting right together, and then getting all the drums right. So I feel like in hip hop or a lot of pop or dance music, it's obviously the lead vocals got to shine, but those drums have to be hitting. So that's where I start. And then once I get that going, I just start piecing everything around it. I feel like once you get the vocal shining and the drums hitting the way you want, which to me, that's what takes the most time to get right anyways. But after that, you know, I don't want to call it easy money, but it gets a lot easier from that standpoint. So, but yeah, I just wanted to take you guys through this real quick. This is how I lay out everything and kind of my workflow. You can see I have the VMR loaded on every track. On this project, we've been working with the Neve style emulation, and just because we've been digging that sound. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I just wanted to show you guys that real quick, just because I get a lot of questions on that. Definitely leave a comment below if you have any other questions. If you dig this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'm going to catch you in another vlog soon. Peace.